So what I have here in the box is a Darbee Vision. It's called a Darblet, and it's kind of a strange name, but what the device does, it plugs in to HDMI in between an HDMI output and an HDMI input, and it gives a lot of added detail. So let me go ahead and see if I can get the box open, and then we can see what's inside the box right here. So I'm going to have to set the camera down and open this up. But before I do, you can read there on the box, Darblet dramatically improves your home entertainment experience. New levels of depth and immersive realism, a bold world of brilliant images for video games. Easy to use, plug and play, works great with TVs and projectors. 3 viewing modes. High def is what normally you would probably be using. Gaming mode, which is extra aggressive, and then full pop, which is they describe that as a mode where what would happen if you just turned this thing up all the way, type of thing, and you end up with artifacts. So I'm anxious to experiment with this. But first of all, let me open the box and we'll see what's in there. So there are 3 pieces in the box. First of all, we have the DVP 5000 Darblet, which that's it right here. And then there's it comes with its own remote control, and then plus it has an AC adapter, and there's also a I guess a little instruction book, or it's not even, it's just a single sheet basically. And they have the directions, the setup directions here on the back, and it's very simple. As I say, it plugs in. It has to have an AC power itself, and then it plugs in between HDMI out and HDMI in. So HDMI out on let's say a Roku or a Blu-ray player, or an HD tuner, and an HDMI in to your HDMI capable television or projector. Now it does not include, as noted here on the box, it does not include HDMI cables, but I was already aware of that. And I have some HDMI. So my next step is to plug it into some video devices and see what the difference is, see what the results are. Okay, so I have currently I've hooked the Darbee the 5000 model. I've hooked it to my inexpensive Chinese projector, and it's only a 720p projector, and it actually uses LED as the light source, and I'll be reviewing the projector in its own separate video in the near future. But in any case, this is in a kind of a demo, what they call a demo mode, and you can see the Darbee line is sort of sweeping back and forth, and it's set, if you, I don't know, it says, see where it says Darbee 100% down there in the lower left corner, and so you can see it sweeping back and forth. And this is it's a video that's recorded in HD, and it's streaming directly off of YouTube. And so you can see that it does make a difference, even, certainly in person, but even in the video, on the screen that I'm recording this on, I can see the difference as it sweeps across, as it sweeps to the right and sweeps back to the left. It's as if you lose detail. And so right now, just seeing this on this projector, I'm sold, and I will be adding this to at least one or more of my other television sets. And so this is I'm not seeing any artifacts, and I haven't even played with the different controls. All I simply did was plug the thing in and turned it on via its own little remote control, and I turned on the demo mode. And as I say, you can see the details just pop right out, and it makes this inexpensive projector, it gives it a considerably better detailed picture than what it has. Again, it's just it's a $350 projector from China. It's an LED LCD projector, and so the Darbee Darblet, I'm already sold on it. So the next step is going to be plugging this into a much better set. I've got a 57-inch Samsung Plasma, and we'll be plugging it into that and see what that looks like. Okay, so now to make this fair, or good comparison, we're watching the same video, but this time this is on a 57-inch Samsung Plasma, which obviously has a better picture. There's no doubt about that. It's hard to beat Plasma as far as picture quality, and certainly the black levels. And so it's on the same setting basically, and you can see that sweeping back and forth. And so if you look down in the lower left corner, you can see that it's making those that checkerboard tablecloth pop out quite a bit more as you see the thing sweep back and forth. And you can see that there are more details, certainly highlights in the picture of the meat there. And it's almost like there's a little veil kind of going back and forth across the image. So the Darbee Darblet does what it says, and this is set at 100%. I haven't even experimented with any of the other modes. I'm pretty happy with what I see at 100%. I'm seeing a lot of extra details, but I'm not seeing too many artifacts. See, now if you notice, as that sweeps back and forth, there are as it goes across, it really highlights the details present in that whatever that powdered substance is that has the chunks. It's probably some kind of cheese or something, I guess. So you can see as that goes back and forth across there that there's quite a bit more detail. And again, I'd have to experiment with it to find out, is this too much, or would I prefer a lower setting? Now, from what I've read, a lot of people seem to prefer about 65 to 70% setting. This is, right out, the default here is 100 when you first turn it on, and again, I haven't played with it, but I just wanted to sort of see for myself what the difference was. And you have to understand that this is, we're taking a picture of a picture with a camera that's built into basically this is a Samsung tablet that I'm taking the picture with, and it's a 720p camera, and so it's not the best camera in the world that I'm using right now, and you can still see that there is quite a difference. So I really am sold on the Darbee Darblet. The model that I bought is $199. I got it via Amazon.com. They have a model that sells for $149. The only difference that there's the difference that I could kind of figure out is that there's the 149, the one that sells for $149 has HDMI 1.3 compliance. This model here, that sells for $199 on Amazon, is HDMI 1.4 standard compliance, which I understand that has a better color space. So my next step, I'm going to go ahead and pop in a Blu-ray and see what that looks like. Okay, I'm playing the very beginning of 2001, The Space Odyssey, and as you can see, this is a very dark scene at the beginning, and now in person, I'm seeing more texture, especially on the that globe there in the front that's above the word space. And so I'm not sure which scene we're going to come up next on. May want to go ahead and let me go ahead and stop. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's a good one probably. So this is still set at 100%, and you can see that it's not it's making a difference in the edges, and it's showing up more detail and more texture, certainly more texture. It seems to, in person, it seems to give the image a little bit more depth. Again, we're looking through this, through a camera, but this is a 1080p Blu-ray, and of course 2001 is quite the classic movie. Okay, and that scene right there is making quite a dramatic difference in the level of detail. So overall, it's I really like the Darbee Darblet. $199, worth every penny in my opinion.